Hello, this is Tom Psillas. I'm the CEO of WetCrow.com. Uh, this is kind of an unusual video. The title of this video is starting all over again in your 70s. And that's exactly what I've done. I'm 70 years old. I kind of put WetCrow aside for a while. I was busy. I was retired a few years ago, and I decided to, kind of come live in the Philippines for a while. I met a lady. I was separated from my wife, and I kind of, what happened was I met this lady, and she was married. I didn't know that. Of course, there's a lot of repercussions with that in the Philippines. So as soon as I found out she was married, we broke up. That was about a year ago, a little over a year ago. And here I am in my 70s. I started a journey. I got back with my wife, and we started this journey to really make this work. I said, this is it. We're going to do this. We're going to work. If we have to die doing it, I said we're going to make this happen. We're going to figure everything out what we need to do to better ourselves. And went on the internet. We both, Max wife retired too, and she wasn't working. Now she's working, and we've been. She took her money, and she's building houses in the Philippines. Okay, we built a couple homes, and some are rental properties, of course, and we're making money off of that. We're actually able to live off of that if we want to. We don't have to work. That money's being put into other real estate now. We're snowballing it. We've been selling bananas. She goes out, and we have about 10 people that go out and sell bananas. I buy them from a farm directly. They're delivered to me daily. We deliver them at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. We're up anyway. We have to get up anyway because the water runs out in the Philippines. So that's what we do is we get up early. We take care of business. We wash up, shower, whatever, before the water runs out. It's not like the U.S. where you always have water. So we take care of that, and I make money. We make 9,000 to 10,000 peso a day, which in the U.S. is not a lot of money, but $200 a month in the Philippines is a lot of money. Some people live all month on that. They work all month for 10,000 peso, which is $200 a month. That's some people make as much as 400, which is your average for your higher end working class, but most people don't make. A lot of people struggle on $200 a month in the Philippines. I'm living on $600 a month in the Philippines. We're living on that very comfortably. Yeah, including medicines and all that. So it's tough. You get older, you have things happen to you. Your body breaks down. About a year ago, I got it was November, middle of November. All of a sudden, I went for a massage. The girl someone touched the back of my neck somehow, pushed a little too hard there, and it triggered a virus that was probably inside of me that made me get vertigo, and I could barely walk and I'm still dizzy most of the time. I'm not full. I'm only supposed to work a couple hours a day. Well, that's not happening. I'm working more like 10 hours a day. You push yourself, and when you push yourself, you become better at what you do. And we studied everything before this happened, how to better myself, and that helped me deal with this better. You push yourself. I have a cane over there. You can see my cane. I use that most of the time to get around. If I leave, to go somewhere, I don't need it all the time. Some days once I get on the straightaway, I can walk pretty easily. It's when I get to the stairs, I sometimes need it. Today was a good day. I didn't need it at all today. I was able to climb stairs without it. But some days I need it really bad. Even just to walk straight, I need it. So, it goes in spurts. The reason I'm telling you that, when you're focused on something, when you have a passion for something, and you really want to do it, you can do it. You can become a billionaire. I'm doing everything correctly. We're building a business that right now is probably worth well over $1 billion. Okay, it doesn't show, but we're building it organically, and every day we have a new thing we're doing. I'm buying real estate here in the Philippines. I'm buying real estate in the U.S. I'm buying businesses with no money down, with nothing down. I just bought one today, another business. It's a plumbing company. Okay, we've got 6 companies that we bought out, and doing well over. I think it's close to $20 million a year in revenues, and we're netting, I think, about $2 million a year, and all that money is being pumped back into WetCrow. Okay, instead of getting investors, we're talking to some right now. We're negotiating, a pretty good deal where if I hit certain thresholds, they're going to get, they'll get a minimum of 10. They're going to be guaranteed if they put in, I think it's going to be 25 million in aggregate. They're going to get 10% of the company guaranteed if they put that money in, and they get 10% annual return on. I'm sorry, 5% return for the first couple of years. Then it goes up to 7%. The longer it goes, the higher the rate goes. But by that time, the business should be able to handle it. And at the end of 5 years, it's do or die. We're guaranteeing them 10%. If we don't pay them back, then we're going to keep paying interest on the money, and it keeps going up. The whole idea is if I make a lot more money, I can buy them out just by paying the interest off and give them the money back because they made good money. I have the option, and then they get 2% of the company. So we set up a nice little deal, and I think we're going to close the deal this next week because they're seeing progress. They wanted to see the progress, and we've exceeded the expectations. We're adding more services. We're taking everything. We have a team of people. They're taking each vertical. They're studying it. They're kind of learning from me how I do things, and they're doing the same thing. They're learning everything about that vertical, and every day we put out 2 verticals. Each person is responsible for creating 2 vertical markets in our thing. We're a home services business. We pre-price products, the service, which are like services, but we treat them like a product. We describe everything you get for that price. Okay, then when you click on that, you'll see everything that we do. Then we have a list of appointments. You can select any one of the appointments, and if the different provider has a different price, you can book their price. If you think it's better to go cheaper, it's your choice. If you want to pay more, it's more convenient. It's up to you. Now, usually most people are pretty consistent they're within $10, $20 of a service. So usually a customer is more prone to go for the convenience that they want. I want the appointment for 8 o'clock in the morning because they got to go to work. So they don't want to lose $20. They'd rather lose $20 up front and not lose $50 an hour that they make it work. So, that's kind of how people that work, that make good money think. Okay, the more money you have, the better you think. That's because you're using your brain better. You're investing your money. I mean, you can work for somebody and make good money, but the potential is never as close as having your own business. But the chance of failure is 100 times higher. So people think you're freaking crazy to be in your own business. Well, yeah, you are. You have to be crazy because the long and short is, I talk about like this with the YouTubers, which is very stupid in a lot of ways. I think most YouTubers are insane, and some of them are making good money. I mean, some of them are making millions of dollars a year. But they're not making it from YouTube. They're making it from other stuff that they're doing, and they get their customers to join their others, go to the website and sign up, so that they have their info. Because, the problem with YouTube is you could be spending. I see people to get $1 million views and start monetizing on YouTube to get 7,500 a month. You got to spend, I think it was 11,000 hours. I mean, that's like, if you figure that out, that's like if you work that for $50 an hour, which is the common money that programmers make now, they're probably closer to $60 an hour. You're talking about $600,000 to $700,000 you can make if you're able to work those hours in 1 year and got paid for that. That's how much you'd make, which you're really not going to be. Well, if you're doing full time and you're spending the hours that I'm spending, yeah. Or if you spend 5 years doing that, that's how much money you're investing of your time in return for $7,500 a month. That's crazy. It's insane. And then on top of that, you only have YouTube as your one source of income. I mean, theoretically, you do when you first start out, because it takes you that long. So in order for you to make $7,500 from YouTube to get 1 million views, you have to put in 5 years of 560,000 to 700,000 worth of your time. Is it worth it? Hell no, it's not. But people don't realize. And then on top of that, YouTube could cut you off just like that. They could demonetize you. They could change the rates on you. They could decide they're going to pay you only half. Okay? You always have that risk when you're dealing with one customer. No customer of yours or one source of income should be more than 10% of your revenues, because you're going to get burnt. Now in our business, because we have a lot of customers, we have retailers sending us business. That's a source of business. So we obviously need to have at least 10, large retailers. If we're going to have large retailers like Amazon or Costco like that, we got to have at least 10 of them. Otherwise, it's not worth our while. I don't want to ever be stuck with one guy sending us 90% of our business, and all of a sudden they say, oh, we decide we're going to go with another handyman company. We're going to drop you. Okay? That's suicide. Okay? So those are the kind of issues that we face. As here I am 7 years old. I'm facing the same issues if I was 30 years old. Okay, you have to deal with all these issues. You have to think like a business person. A lot of it comes from experience. Obviously, there's no what do you call it? I've learned this over many years. A lot of stuff. Then just taking all the tidbits and putting them together, and say, okay, I have a billionaire in mind, and I can do this. And if you have that mindset, you can do it. You're going to become a billionaire almost regardless. The first thing you got to do is you got to provide a service that people really want. You got to solve a problem. If you can't do that, you're already screwed from the get-go. Okay, assuming that you can do that, that builds the basis for your business. If you can achieve that, and you can start a business based on that, you're going to make it. You're going to be a billionaire. There's no doubt. Okay, and we've done that with we discovered that both our customers like what we're doing, and so do our vendors. Think about it. You see, we have service providers like Handyman. Let's use that as an example. Most of their business, they're buying leads. They're buying leads from Angi list and all the. They were doing that, and they're getting screwed. Literally, it takes them 10 leads to get a customer to buy from them, because the leads are being sold to 20 to 40 service providers. That lead generation is a scam now. Literally, I call it a scam, because if you're stupid, you're doing that. And I tell them, you're better off going out there and buying what do you call it, those door hangers, and put them out in 300 homes. I guarantee you're going to make more money, and you're going to have a longer term customer base than you're ever going to have. By doing a good job getting referrals. If they spend $500 with you, you buy them a freaking pizza. These are the kind of things you got to do to build your customer base. It's going to be suffer. You're going to suffer the first year, but sometimes you can make a good living in the first year. Then once you build your business, you hire helpers. Okay, like we do pool installations. Okay, we have handymen that come in, and they actually do the pool installation. Or some of them with pool companies, they have people that work for them at $30 an hour, and they go do 2 pools a day. But they don't do it all in one day. They do it over a series of 3 to 4 days. Okay, they go in there. The boss goes in and watches them, make sure they're doing exactly. They're digging the hole or leveling the dirt before they put the pool in place. Okay, and they put in the very thin stone, the gravel. Then they put a little bit of sand over that. It's all level. Then they install the pool, the walls of the pool, above ground pool. Then they finish that up. Then they tell the customer, okay, we're going to fill it with water. They monitor that, and then they show the customer how to clean their pool or how to open it. Or they can have the company do it. They come and they open the pool and close it end of the season. Putting the chemicals and the antifreeze in there so it doesn't freeze over. Then it's not the kind of antifreeze that's dangerous. It's safe to even swallow accidentally. It's non-toxic. But anyway, that's a whole different video that I should talk about. Going back to the topic of getting a billionaire, those are the kind of things you learn as you go along. You learn your business, you become good at it. In our case, we have a lot of verticals. We got over 700 verticals or tasks that we offer, and we have to learn each one. And I'm having our people that are my helpers. They're virtual assistants. I got them. They're college educated. They're only making $2 an hour in the Philippines, but they're learning the business very well. They're seeing how I do things. They're doing the same thing. They're cranking out 2 verticals a day each, and it's getting done. We're adding every month. We're adding 200 verticals. We're at 400 now. We're going to have 600 tasks by end of this month. We're going to be up at 800 in the next couple of days. We're almost done putting them in. We're going to put them in all at once and deploy them. And with the pricing of the services, we went online to a company called costestimates.com. We got they give you good estimates about what everything costs and what the labor costs. and we do the labor. The customer picks out what they want. We do the labor and install it for the customer. They buy their either furniture assembly or handyman stuff. It could be installing a swimming pool. It doesn't matter. We can do all that. And, like I said, some tasks are easier than others. They're predefined. We know what's going to cost based on the size of the pool in the case of a swimming pool. Then we have different parameters, even home carpet cleaning or house cleaning. We have parameters: deep cleaning, regular cleaning. Then we have the size of the home. We created 9 items out of that. Then we have the cleaning, the like the Airbnb and deep, what do you call it? The cleaning that, when somebody move in, move out cleaning like that. And we've added the Airbnb cleaning just this week. So those are the kind of things we do. Carpet cleaning, same thing. We have different items. We have add-ons with a lot of the services. If you're doing, like, for example, in our case, we have, fencing. There's all types of fencing: metal, wood, and privacy fence. We define all those as separate items. We have add-ons for that. If someone wants to add, more fancy stuff like a fancy gate, we're going to charge a little extra for that. Stuff like that. We have it by lineal foot. The customer measures it. If now when we get to the site, if it's off by a little bit, then the handyman adjusts it and they collect the money. We don't care about that. We expect to be within 10% of what the customer measures, because they never measure 100%. And if it's more than that, we refund the difference if it's more than that. But they can use that service for doing other stuff in the yard. Like they'll add pergola, they'll add other stuff. This is the kind of stuff it takes you got to put the pieces together, learn everything about your business, and then do it. Add the services little by little. We added food delivery. We're just starting to do that. We have a person that specializes in that. They came from Grubhub to us. They're doing that. They're teaching our admins here in the Philippines how to onboard, put the menus in and all that. We have software for the cash register software. They put in their items, and if they can grab them from Grubhub, actually, they download their list. They can upload it into our software. Then we pull it onto the website and we import it in there. And now they can start selling online. When they update on the point of sale, it updates the website automatically. So these are the kind of things we have to do. There's a lot of different stuff. We're dealing with Kroger for grocery delivery. We're doing the Postmates kind of thing. We've hired a bunch of delivery people in areas that we open. As soon as we get enough delivery guys, we open that area. We start advertising in that area, and we do it many different ways. Using the door hangers, we will advertise specific services, or we'll put all our services there. We tell the customer, come and look at what we got. And then we send emails out to our existing customer base that we have the new service. Come by it. Especially the food delivery. These are the restaurants we have in your area. Order online. We'll bring the food to you, and customers like that. And then we get the customer base from the restaurants too. We tell them, look, give us your customers. In return, we'll lower your rate. We're going to charge you less rate. For the service. For getting new customers for you. And they like that because it makes their life easier. They can, it's automatically in their POS. Then we don't charge them for the POS software, so they're gaining a lot of benefits from that. Everything is integrated. They don't have to go to Grubhub where they have to rekey it in. They have to use their terminal. That's BS. We don't, it's this kind of thing that you do for your customers that's going to make you stand out. Every vertical that we do, we have to be better than our competition in that. That's what makes us unique. We do everything the right way. We pre-price our service, like I said. The customer picks the service, they book it, they have the appointment, they're done. If they're using our other services, the delivery, that's done differently because that's delivery. It has its own little infrastructure, but it works kind of the same way. The customer picks and orders their food within an hour or whatever, it's delivered right to their front door. And we put the tip, and we don't let our delivery guys get screwed. Where they, Postmates, they let the customer put the tip in there. Then by the time the delivery guy gets there, they remove the tip, and then the delivery guy gets screwed. No, we don't do that. You're going to pay 8% minimum. If you want to put 20%, that's fine. But you're guaranteed as a delivery guy, you're going to get 8%. If you like the service, you can go back later and add an additional tip. And then, the service provider will see that later. Oh, look at that. That's the guy you delivered that order to. And, they see that at the end of the thing, that they got a nice tip, that the food was good, they liked the service. They gave the guy another 8% tip. In many cases, they'll be doing that. So that's how you learn. This is how you learn your business. you master it, you do a better job, you see what your competition is doing, and you stick it to them. You gotta basically dominate your space and everything. We do that in every vertical. I mean, we're killing it in some cities already. So what I'm trying to tell you is you got to do the same thing. Whatever business you start, you got to figure out what your competition is doing and do a better job. That's the secret to it. Give the customer something that they want that they're not getting somewhere else. You provide a solution to a problem that nobody else can solve. That's really the trick to like here I am at age 70. I'm doing it. You can if I could do it at 70, you could do it in your 30s and 40s. Okay, it's never too late. Look at Colonel Sanders. Okay, he started KFC, which was Kentucky Fried Chicken. He was almost 80 when he started, or I think he was 80. But he was working all the way till I think 86. He was working in the business. That's what it takes. And look how big KFC. They're all over the world now. Okay, so like I said, you can build an empire if you put your mind to it and focus on it and do the right thing. And with the tips I gave you. And I'm going to be putting out more tips. I have a book coming out in about 6 weeks called Building Your Blueprint. Okay, I hope you buy that. If you subscribe to my video and like this video, you can sign up on WetCrow.com and put in there somewhere that we have a thing for signing up for that. You can actually go into our chat thing on the front page. Subscribe to there, put in, and we have also a contact me page. You fill in the thing, and the drop down put in there a millionaire boot camp or a billionaire boot camp. I think it's in there. And then you say I'm interested in that. You can type in even a description what you're looking for, billionaire blueprint book. That's it. Then when it comes out, you'll be notified, and you can come and order it online. It'll be very cheap. Actually, you'll be able to buy it on Amazon. You can use Kindle or whatever. We're going to have it on there as soon as it comes out. Okay, I think that was it. There's a lot more I could talk forever, but I think I've covered the basics. I just want to kind of inspire you to do the right thing. Just get up and do it. Turn off your television. I have videos on that. Turn off your TV and do this instead. Put your focus on your goals. You got to put away the distractions because they're going to family will distract you. You're never going to be able to do it. They're going to talk you out of it. Don't listen to them. Focus on what your passion is and make it happen, okay? It's not going to be easy, but you can do it. So go ahead and do it, and we'll catch you on the other side. Best of success, everybody. And I'll be helping you, answering questions, and I'm going to be having a whole new thing on Facebook. I have a page called Billionaire Co-Founder, so you can subscribe to that as well. And, we'll be putting information on there as well. So we got a lot of places you're going to be able to get a hold of me at. I'm going to help you succeed realistically. Even within our infrastructure, we have ability. You could start a handyman business and hire a handyman that do our task. You can make a lot of money doing that. Okay, you start with one, then little by little you add another one, you add a helper. Before you know it, within 2 years you have 20. I did that before. I had 40 people working for me as a handyman business, and I sold that business, and now it's part of I bought it back. It's part of my business, so it's doable. It's very doable. All you gotta do is use your mind. And the other thing to get started, you can always buy existing businesses with no money down. A lot of guys my age in their 70s, they're retiring now, and some of them are already retired. Some are retiring now. Go out there and find out who they are. There's a lot of videos out there on YouTube on how to find those businesses, and you can buy them for no money down. Even Cody Sanchez talks about it. She talks about buying businesses in her space, and she buys them for little, no money down, and she gets the business, fixes it, makes it more successful. Because you get older, you get tired of it. If you worked in it for 20 years, you kind of get used to it, and you get tired, and you start. Even Jeff Bezos, look what happened when he left. He let it to Andy Jassy. Look at Amazon. Now look at all the problems they're facing. Okay? This is why you got to build it out and bail out as soon as you can. If you can sell the business after 3 years, sell it. Okay? And if you at least get $5 billion for it, if $10 billion, take it and run. Don't get too greedy, because then you're not going to, because you can now go buy real estate and it's all self-managed. There's good real estate out there, and I have other videos about that, and I'm going to be talking about that. So, like I said, keep plugging away. You'll find your niche. You'll find where you can make money. and just go for it. I mean, just go for it. Analyze it first, figure everything out first. Go out there and ask your customer. Study the lean marketing, the lean startup method. It tells you go out there and ask your customer, would you buy this service? And when they're ready to write a check, you got a winner there. Then just figure out how to get your vendors in order and suppliers if you have a two-sided marketplace like we do. Because 9 out of 10 you're going to need vendors. You're going to need to buy things. You have to figure all that out. How to make a profit. You got to figure out how to buy things better. A lot of your profits made in the buying, not the selling. Okay, because I buy bananas. I buy them at 15 peso a kilo. Other people are paying 25 to 30 peso a kilo, and they're trying to sell them for 60. Okay, I get an advantage over them because I can buy cheaper. That's what we have to do. That's just one example. Okay, that's why I'm making such good money. I'm making $200-300 a day, on bananas. Okay, it's a lot of money at the end of the month. So I could live in the U.S. on that money. So long and behold, you can do that too. You can do stuff like that. Okay, even in the U.S. I mean, there's a lot of businesses you could start that people don't want to do. They're boring businesses. That's where the money's at. Okay, you can learn the business. If you're buying a handyman business, you're not going to be doing all the work. You can learn how to do the stuff. You study the videos online. There are a lot of good handymen out there that spill the beans. You can learn a lot from them. It doesn't matter. I mean, anything you need, you can study on YouTube. You can study on Google. You can learn anything you want about the business you're going to start, and that's a good starting point. But make sure you go out there and make sure you know how to get customers, because that's the main thing. If you're not willing to do that, and you want the customer to walk in on you, walk in like a retail store, you're gonna lose your shirt. Even retail, you have to advertise. You have to get customers to your door. Same thing. So you gotta get creative with that. So anyway, that's it for tonight. I hope you guys have a great evening, a great day, as the case may be, a good week, and just go out there and make it happen. Thank you very much. Have a good day.